Hello everyone, how are y'all doing this Monday evening? Y'all, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible because I need to hurry up and get this done so I can eat dinner and go to sleep within the next couple of hours, so I can go to sleep at like 9:45 because I need to get up tomorrow morning at 5:45 to make it to work on time. So you guys know my busy schedule. This week I'm working, 8 to 4, preparing for back to school. So, yeah. Yeah, so I need to like do this review, okay? Cuz I don't want to leave y'all hanging. But this is Animal Kingdom, okay? Season 5, episode 7, Splinter. So, we get the scene with Janine, Manny, and the kids. They're outside, they're decorating, and Janine, she needs to go meet with Max for, to give him his cut and everything like that. So, in cahoots because they're working together because she's been, like, doing all his businesses in Oceanside. So it's like, might as well, you're stepping on this dude's territory. Might as well, give him some of your cut, okay? So I think she gives him, like, 2,000 or 6,000. So that. Then we see Pope and Old Girl from the cult. Okay, they not in the cult anymore. They in the middle of nowhere. She's shooting the gun in a car, and Pope decides to stand up and walk toward a car. He then turns around and tells the girl to shoot me. Okay, shoot me because I deserve it. The girl's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, and he starts getting flashbacks of last season when Smurf pointed the gun toward him. He was like, she said that I deserved it and, I deserve to die. The girl was like, who? He said, my mom. And so the girl was like, well, your mom doesn't know anything, okay? So I feel like this girl is going to be somewhat of a love interest for Pope. And Pope deserves to get some kitty cat. He deserves it. So then we see Craig and Ren. Ren is still on this adrenaline from the job that she did. She's like, okay, what other jobs are you gonna hit up next and everything like that. Craig was like, you know what, Darren shouldn't have even told you about this because now she's sucked into it. Now she likes this lifestyle. Now she likes doing these jobs to get money easily. And he brings up the real estate gig, and she was like, no, I want to keep doing this. I want to do more of this. I like this, okay? But Craig ain't all the way here for it, okay? So then we see Jay and Darren. Darren is looking at the bloody shirt that they got for Phoenix, during the whole little thing. And so Jay tells Darren that the cop that's been showing up and messing with us, the one that picked up Pope, well, you know what, he's working with us, okay? We're gonna get some stuff on our family. Darren was like, well, do you think you should have told us? Jay was like, so what? We can get in trouble more? No, I'm not gonna tell you, so I'm not gonna do that, okay? So let's keep the way it is, and whatever happens, happens, okay? So then we get this other flashback. And we see Janine meeting up with Max. She gives him, the cut that they talk about. And we see this guy with Max. And he's like this sly talker, everything like that. And so Max tells, Janine, look here. You're going to need to keep, you're going to need to do bigger jobs, okay? You're going to need to do bigger jobs so we can get this money on time, okay? You keep hitting up these little things over here in Oceanside, it ain't going to work. You got to move up to something bigger, okay? So he leaves, and this guy, he keeps talking, slick to Smurf in a good way, in a flirty way, okay? And so he introduces himself. So y'all, he said, how about I take you surfing? She was like, I don't surf. What's the meaning of it? Okay, there's no purpose to it. He was like, yeah, that's right. And she was like, what's your name? He was like, my name's Billy. 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 Y'all want to know who Billy is? Y'all need a refresher who Billy is? Billy is Darren's daddy, okay? 3 different daddies. Okay, you got old dude, Julia, and Pope's daddy. Then you got Jake. Shout out to the shout out to old girl, homegirl, who told me, broke it down for me. Jake is Craig's dad. And now we meet Billy. Billy, Darren's daddy, enter the picture. Okay, so now we meet Billy. And we all know that situation that happened in season 2 or season 3. We all know how that happened. So that we get introduced to Billy, and we start to see the Janine and Billy romance start. So I moved on my bed because I'm eating right now. So we see Darren and Craig. They are about to go surfing. Well, Craig's leaving, and Darren wants to go surfing, but Craig isn't paying Darren any mind. And so Darren is upset. He's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on? Like, why you guys stick up your butt? Craig was like, since when have all of a sudden, everything around you changed? Now it's like you wanted to be out for so long, because that was Darren's plan. That was Darren's plan from like the get-go. He wanted to leave so bad. He wanted to leave. He wanted to get out of Smurf, hair, and just be on his own. That was Darren's MO all like series long. But now all of a sudden he wants to step up and he wants to be, the alpha, so to be. And so Darren was like, well, you know what? I'm the only one who's fighting for my family. How about you take care of your family? Because all you have is a babysitter watching your kid. Because that's not his kid. That is not his kid. How many times do I have to reiterate that is not Craig's kid? Nick is not Craig's kid. He's not. Okay? Ren went up to Craig and said, I think, T-H-I-N-K, I think that you are the father of my child. So Craig is playing stepdaddy to a baby. Okay, Craig, whatever. But be a man, Craig. Be a man, Craig. So, Darren tells him that. Then we get this scene with Pope and, I don't know what girl name is. Girl from Colt. I'm going to call her Colt. Okay? So, she drives him to like this, fancy house, okay? And she goes to the gate and she goes to a pool. There was a gnat. She goes to the pool and all of a sudden she starts stripping. I'm like, girl, what you about to do? She starts stripping to her undies and her bra, and she hop in the pool. I said, first of all, who pool is this? Who house is this? Like, ma'am, you're trespassing. You're trespassing, okay? Then all of a sudden she tell Pope to get in. Pope decides, you know what? I ain't got time to be taking off, my pants and my shirt. So I'm going to just step in with my clothes on. Shoes get wet. Pants get wet. He just fall face down in the pool. And he is just so happy. This is like the first time we kind of seen Pope happy. This is the first time we see him have this look of joy on his face. Because he's just like so stone cold, so, this, and this. We never seen Pope just relax. And so he is so happy. And he tells her that, you know what, I love being in the pool when I was a kid. I love being in the ocean. And then he's like, the dude was right. What if I am the devil? And the girl was like, devils, look here. The devil is just angels who have lost their way, okay? And Pope was robbed of his innocence. I will say that. Pope was robbed of his innocence because of who his mother was and what she did. I can say that. He was robbed of his innocence. And I just feel so... I've always felt bad for Pope because there's always something so good in Pope. You just got to dig deep in there. So, then we get to scene with Ren. Ren is meeting up with this guy that she used to work with. She wants to get back into what she was doing. And he was like, you know what? I can't be having you, dip in, dip out. It's like, no. This ain't gonna work for us. So then we see Darren. Tommy. Look here, Darren, I need you to open up your eyes, homie, and see what is in front of you. Tommy, get with Tommy. Get with Tommy. Like, bro, get with Tommy, Darren. My God, get with Tommy, bro. So then we see Jay. Jay is visiting Pam's granddaughter. And, the deal was with Darren, you sign over your rights to the will and we'll give you your shirt back. So Jay is with the granddaughter and she's the lawyer. And she's looking over it. She signs the paper. And, she was like, Jay asked her, like, why isn't your grandma signing it? She was like, I always sign on my grandma's behalf. What about you? I'm looking at all the properties and stuff. Your name was on it. Jay was like, well, yeah, I was her power of attorney for a while. And that's true. He was the power of attorney, I think, in the second or third season, he was the power of attorney for a little bit. So, she was like, I have patience. That's what she said. That's what the granddaughter said. I have patience. Phoenix doesn't. And Jay was like, well, same here. Same with my uncles. I have patience. They don't. So then she hands over the paperwork and he hands her over the package with the shirt in it. And she was like, no way, that was the only thing that was in safe. And she's kind of skeptical of what's going on. Okay, so we see this scene with Cassie, that's her name, Cassie, and Pope. She pulls up to this park or whatever, and she's fixing herself up, fixing herself up. She told Pope, hey, can you wait in the car for like 20 minutes? He was like, yeah. So she gets out the car, and she, like I said, she goes down this, stairwell to this park. And so Pope gets out the car, and he answers the phone because Darren's calling him. He was like, hey, what's been going on, Pope? He was like, driving and swimming. He was like, well, we got the house back, so that's good. So it's like, how about we tear up the basketball court and like put up like a jacuzzi or a half pipe. And it's like, whatever you want, Pope. Darren really wants Pope to come home. But Pope, he was like, whatever you want to do, and just hangs up. So Pope goes down the steps and he sees Cassie with a little boy, her son. And they're talking and everything like that. Then this guy shows up and he's freaking out. He's like, what are you doing? Liam, what are you doing? What's going on? She was like, I went to see him. He was like, oh, so that's why you went into our pool? Yeah, the neighbors called. So that's a little something to bring up in court. So custody issues, okay? So she has her own issues to deal with. So then we see Craig. Craig is walking out of a liquor store, and these two dudes, the guy from Surf Shop from a couple episodes ago, him and a couple of his buddies, he's like, hey, Craig, can you buy us some beer and everything like that? Craig was like, you know what, just come to our house, we're throwing a party, okay? So they're all excited. Oh, Cody party, yeah, man. Alright, so we see this scene with Billy and Janine. And the surfing lessons was them getting on in his van that he lives in. And so he's going to make a trip to Mexico soon, and he wants Janine to go with him. But Janine was like, nah, I don't think so. Okay? So then we get this party going. And Jay is like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Craig's like, we're throwing a party. Alright, Jay was like, have you seen Darren? Craig was like, man, F Darren. So he gets up and he goes to his room, and Darren's stuff is all over his bed. Craig was like, you know what? Let's get some cleaning done. He just starts chucking Darren's stuff out of the freaking house and into the pool, okay? So he's pissed. You can clearly tell he's pissed at Darren. So then we see Ren. Ren is walking in this, like, pavilion or whatever. And she sees these three guys. And she was like, hey, you're on my stuff. Right? He was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, my clients don't like it when they have to go and get their stuff. And so they're like, oh, crap, you're Ren. And she was like, get up. He was like, no, we're not getting up. She pulls out like a switch, baton type like thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She whips that out and she just starts smacking old dude with it. He's bleeding. She whacks him again. Blood's gushing out. She tells old dude, to back up, like back up. And she gets into the cooler. She moves stuff around and she sees her product, her cocaine product. So we get this scene with Darren and Tommy. They're at the bar, fixing everything up. Then we get this dude. Okay, the dude who is the owner of the competitor bar, son of a son of a beach. Yes. So they're the competitors, and there's an issue with the alcohol order. And old dude was like, yeah, we found out that you guys, communication mishap in order, we want to get our beer. Darren was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay. So, old dude was trying to be intimidating by trying to get the beer from Darren's bar, but Darren was like, don't play that. So we see Jay, and Jay was like, everything's taken care of, and it's like, I got a few things to do before I go meet with Pete, okay? We think he found a buyer. So then at the party, Craig is sniffing coke with one of his friends, and he's over the party at the house, so they're moving it somewhere else. Where is it? We don't know. So then we get this flashback scene with Janine, and she gets home from after hanging out with Billy, and she can't find Julia or Andrew anywhere, because I think I forgot to mention this. Manny was supposed to watch the boys, and he was listening to this, I guess, horse racing type of thing, and he lost the money and he went to meet up with the guy. So he told Andrew and Julia to look out for each other. So Janine gets home, and where are the kids? Nowhere to be found. So she's looking all over for the kids. Then we see Pope. Pope is with Cassie, and he was like, that kid, what happened? She was like, lost him in the divorce. And he was like, well, why did your kid leave to go with him? And she just started freaking out, and do you think I haven't done anything to get him? And I've paid bills. I've done everything I can to get him with me. And it's like, why am I even telling you about this? I barely even know you. And it's like, you need to leave. So she flips out and just caught off guard, basically. Caught off guard by everything. And she's going through her own stuff. And Pope adding that gas to the fire was not a good idea. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Sorry. So, we see Janine still trying to look for Pope and Julia. She's looking around. She running everywhere. Look here, y'all. Every time Janine was running, I was scared that a boob was going to pop out. Oh, my gosh. They was just going up and down, up and down. I thought one was just going to floop, and we was going to see something. Because, whoo, girl. Girl, okay. So, she's trying to find the kids. She can't find them. And then we get to see with Craig. Craig is with, the kids from the party. And they're on the pier. Craig was like, you know what? I am high off of cocaine. I want to see what the view is at the top of the pier. So he climbs this, boardwalk all the way up to the top. They're like, hey, yo, Craig, get down, get down. Then all of a sudden, we hear police sirens. All right, they leave. And then we see, dang it, what is it called? Not Border Patrol. What is that? That's on water. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That military branch that's on water. Coast Guards. Wow. Coast Guards. So the Coast Guards, they showing up, okay? They was like, do not jump. Stay where you are. Craig was like, I'm going to jump because this is the only way that I'm going to get down. So he jumps in the water. Then we get another flashback. And Janine, she goes back to her house. Well, where she's staying at. And she sees Andrew and Julia. They're eating pizza and Pam's there. All right. She was like, Pope got lost, called me from the payphone. Manny was supposed to watch them, okay? But, Janine, she sends the kids to their room, and, Pam tells them, look here, if you need anything, you can call me. So we see Darren. Darren gets home, and he realizes that his stuff is in the pool, and that his stuff is nowhere to be found. Okay, furniture, well, sheets and everything is gone. Okay. So then we see Jay. Jay goes to Pete's body shop, and there's two guys, and I'm like, oh snap, Jay, you about to die. Jay better not die, because it looked like a setup. Pete was like, look here, DEA came. Okay, DEA, they came and they knocked on my door. You was trying to set me up for this coke? Like, what was going on? Like, you trying to set me up? He was like, no. Like, who did this? He said, Living Good. And I'm like, is this the cop from the first episode of this season? Is this the cop? No, it's the DEA that is in charge of Adrian's case. The same one that was on Darren's butt, okay, early on this episode, okay? And so Pete was like, I got rid of it. So I'm like, oh my God, you got rid of so much money. Oh, Pete. Oh, you got rid of so much money. So he was like, well, you know what? Jay was like, well, the heat's not going to be on you. It was like, no, the heat's going to be on Darren, because that is the same DEA agent that's trying to get Darren. Darren, you just should have got rid of him. You should have got rid of the DEA. Because then next episode, everybody going to be blaming Jay. Everybody going to point fingers at Jay. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Pope comes up. Dang it, Jay. Dang it, Jay. Dang it, Jay. Dang it, Jay. So, y'all, that was Animal Kingdom. You guys, I apologize for, I'm trying to get these videos out to y'all, but it's like work. Like, I'm literally working, like doing shit. I had all this free time and, setting my own schedule, but now I am actually working. Like, I have a schedule, and it's like, working from 11 to 6 during the school year, well, summer camp and upcoming school year. Now we're in this teacher development, so it's like we're cleaning and, everything like that all this week. So it's like 8 to 4. So it's like trying to get these videos out the best I can. And it's like, sorry you guys, it's not the way that it was before, when stuff was like on time, the way that I was supposed to be scheduled, and now everything is like sporadically, and it's like I just feel really bad, and it's like I apologize. Same videos are going to be up a day when it's not, because it's like when I get home, I just want to relax. After working 11 to 6, I just want to come home, relax, eat, and watch TV, and just relax before I got to go to bed and do it all over again. So I apologize, you guys. I really apologize. And sorry for the sporadic videos and delayed videos. I apologize. I really apologize. And I'll try to get better and try to find a medium. So I apologize. But thank y'all for sticking with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And sorry for this whole setup. I hate the way I look right now on this camera, on this setup. I'd rather be on the floor. But I will see you guys when I see you. Alright, peace and love. I love you guys. Bye.